Hello, good people everywhere. This is Charlie saying hello once again from my lovely back porch area. And today I'm here to talk to you about a couple things, mainly old Ironsides. It's the end of the month review for the last Monday. Happy holiday. Classic. Now we're going to get into that here in a second because I'm going to make plantation punch for you. I do mine a little different. Anyone can do them however they want. Homemade grenadine, 1 part palm, 2 part sugar, so like a half a cup palm, cup of sugar, natural sugar, no crap, filtered water, and reduce it down a little bit. Take about 3/4 out, reduce the rest by about half, and then you'll have a nice thick syrup. This is a little thinner than I normally like. I was in a bit of a hurry, so I don't think I did the full process. And I add a little extra of the grenadine because I like the grenadine taste and a little sugar, and the recipe requires you can add a little extra sugar to sweeten it up. I just fix that problem by adding a little extra grenadine, which, as you just heard, the grenadine recipe is sugar. Lemon lime juice, 2 parts lime to 1 part lemon, so I'll do like 100 milliliters of lemon, 200 of lime. Put it in a bottle, throw in a little shake of vodka to sterilize it, preserve it, however you want to say it. And then a nice healthy shot of that. So it should be half grenadine, 1 mixed juice of lemon lime, and this is for cheap rum. I like better rums, you know, I can be a snob like anyone else, but it's alright, especially for this drink. It really pops. And I don't like this type of rum unless I'm doing a drink like this where it has a lot of sour citrus to balance it out. I couldn't like drink a Captain Morgan or a Kraken and Coke. This wouldn't be a good drink to me. Yay! Whoa, it's a bit hot, and this is going to be good. You can shake it. The recipe I have calls for stirring, so I stir it. You can shake it. Sometimes I take it. I just left the top inside the house because I grab the stir. So the citrus you can beat up. You want to shake up. You want to dilute. You're going to get a lot of dilution, so you always want to use good ice. I use a brand right here. I can't think of the name of it right off the top of my head. They sell it at the liquor store. It's a little bit more than your cheap ice you get at a convenience store. So it's clear, it's a little better. Stir. You can't stir it enough. It's starting to get cold. Which is the main purpose. And of course you want it cold too. There's a whole lot of ice in there. Happy Memorial Day to everybody. I hope everybody's having a good holiday with your family. I'm about to start grilling out. I just thought I'd do this review and make a cocktail with you guys. And for you bitter swillers and people who chuck vodka from a plastic bottle in your car, do your thing. I don't care, but not for me. And there's definitely nothing effeminate about drinking a drink like this. Very masculine, historically. So, you know, oh, a foo-foo drink? Well, you drink some faggoty Bud Light and fuck off. Anyway. It doesn't get much more sissy than a Keystone Line, huh? Okay. Got booze in there, 2 shots. 2 shots. And I fill this thing up. I like it. Brings a carameliness to the table with the citrus I really enjoy. And I think this drink's going to go good with this tobacco. Even though I normally wouldn't smoke an English tobacco with a drink like this is much more Virginia balanced drink. But I'm reviewing old Ironsides, so there we go. But I can get a lot of Virginia out of this. I'm really going to talk about this here in just a second. Just getting my drink on, and we are almost done. Just good and diluted. You see that's, I don't think it'll frost up in the 95 degrees or whatever the hell temperature it is now. Got all that off to the side. Now for my cup. This is crucial, and if you can see it, I put a lot of crushed ice there at the top. I put some cubes down the bottom, take up volume, but the top 2/3 crushed ice. Treat yourself right. You deserve it. I work hard all day long in the heat. Swill no dog shit. You see that? It's coming out like blood. And now I don't know if I'm going to be able to angle enough without spilling it. It pretty much filled up the cup. And now for a little of this to give it some zip. But it's not a lot, and it doesn't take a lot. Ooh. That's probably more than it needed. So I'm taking a bar spoon. Way more than you. Ooh, I got it ready. Metal straws. These things are awesome. Go to Amazon, get you some, especially if you like drinks like this. They really help once you jab them in through the ice, because they get cold. Oh, that's a good drink. I mean, that is a very good drink. You get everything. You get the sweetness from the grenadine, sourness in the rum. It's sugar. It's sweet. It's dark. It's rich. It real caramelly, real molassesy type qualities and tastes, and they really come alive in this drink. If you haven't had one, especially in the summer, man, do yourself a favor, live right, take care of yourself. This will make you live longer. Drink one of these every day you get off work. Now drink 4 and beat your family and blame me. Alright, now I got a couple sips in me. It's time to move to the interesting part. Hate that label. Fucking burns my... I'm cussing too much. That sounds so ignorant. I apologize. It does upset me. I'm very upset over the label. But as you can see, now it's just a ship sailing across the sea. What wonderful tobacco it is. And I'm going to compare it to some of the, I guess, maybe bigger names in English tobacco. Oh, lordy. See, there's some of these flakes left. Let's see what we can kind of get it in there so it'll show the contrast, focus. Does that help? I see people do this. They say it helps. No, I still don't see it. There we go. Yeah, you can see the contrast. It's a really good looking tobacco. And as dark as it is, you might think it lot bomb or something. It's really not. I would say it's Oriental forward. I get a lot of Orientals out of it. I get a lot of Kita, but it's in the back. I mean, it's there. It's there in the front, but in the back. I mean, it doesn't ever knock you over. It at times, you know, it can be at the forefront, but it never knocks you over. It's not what I call a lot bomb. I don't particularly like those. I mean, some of them are okay once in a while. I mean, I have fun with Pirate Cake and some of Commonwealth by Galwith. It's not bad, but because a lot of Kita's got a lot more bark than bite. It's got a lot of flavor, but it doesn't have any oomph. Or Orientals for that matter. That's why you want them mixed in with some other things. I wouldn't want to smoke straight Orientals, even though I enjoy them, you know, but it's a condiment, and that's how tobacco is supposed to be. Rather balkany. Unless you're maybe smoking a Burley or Virginia, where it should be kind of one note straightforward. But Oriental tobaccos, due to the conditions they're grown in, they just taste different. They bring a lot to the table. A little goes a long way, just like Perique. A lot of Perique blends, vapors, only have 5% in them. And you'll know it's there. You know, you get a heavier one, might be 10-15%, and that's going to be like a Perique bomb. Oh lordy. One more drink. Grilling sober is like fishing sober. My favorite Zippo. We're already 11 minutes in this video, so I need to get moving. I try to keep my videos short. I try to do one a month, sometimes two, or yeah, maybe 2 a month, but what's this mean? Kind of took some time off of watching videos after McClellan's. I mean, I literally was a little, I mean, I hate to use the word depressed, but I was bummed out over it, you know? Like, the world's changing around me. There's nothing I can do about it. Oh man, it's got good flavor. It's really a dry flavor. Even when you get it first out of the tin, it's not soaking wet like a Penzance, which I would in a lot of ways compare it to. It reminds me of a dried out Penzance. Not trying to name drop, but yeah, like if you ever let some Penzance set out and become kind of crispy, which is, this is at the end of my tin, which I had for like 4 or 5 days. I saved the last bowl for this. I kind of gobbled it up the first week or two. I really enjoy it. I mean, it's the perfect balance of an English, and you know, everybody can think what they want. This is me talking, but English is preordained amounts of tobacco. I mean, you're going to have a majority of Virginia and Oriental with some Lataquita, but if you start crossing 15% Lataquita, you're no longer in an English, you're just in a Balkan, which Balkan just means it has some Oriental tobaccos in it. This is my Peterson 2016 at the cigar shop yesterday. Dude had the exact same pipe in a pot, and I wanted the pot, but they were out, and I got this. Kind of small coincidence, huh? We were talking about pipe smoking being much more relaxing than cigars. I enjoy cigars. So damn expensive. This is really dry. I would say the Orientals are probably the star of the show, even though they can disappear at times. The Virginia is just there a little bit. You know it's there. It's got that sweetness. Giving it a little oomph. This thing's good. I mean, really good. Doesn't take a lot to get some smoke. It's like some people, you know, this guy was asking me questions about pipes. He's only been smoking them for less than a year. I was trying to answer. He asked me if it's okay to bellow. I said, I do, you know. Bellow, it doesn't hurt nothing. This was a little cold. I wanted to kick it up a little bit. The thing is, when you let it get a little cold, and instead of like relighting perhaps, or, you know, just taking a big puff, you just, there it goes. That just doubled cherry. Very good, very dry, very mellow. just a perfect English. And I have some Penzance in there. The reason why I keep bringing up Penzance is this kind of all ties in. Two of the other tobaccos I have open in jars right now is I have a small jar of Penzance because I hadn't been able to get a bag in probably a year. The thing's teetering on going out. I don't want it to go out. There we go. So I haven't had a bag of Penzance in over a year. So I've been over even longer than that because I had a bag and I went through that 8 ounces, or not 8 ounces, yeah, 8 ounces. Anyway, but I have a single jar of that, and I have a 8-ounce jar of Quiet Nights, which are all supposed to be kind of modeled after that Penzance pressed flake English, which blends wonderfully. They're all great blends. You won't go wrong with any of them. Out of all of them, this, which I would put in a dry category of the others, a drier, you know, depending on how you smoke it and everything. I don't mind a little wet tobacco. Helps me keep the temperature down. Let me put this down for a second while I finish talking to you. Anyways, yeah, between GLP's Quiet Nights and Star of the East Flake, I like Star of the East Flake better. I think, this is me guessing, it just seems like I think GLP's has a little bit more Latakita, has a little bit more of that acrony at the bottom of the bowl that I'm not a big fan of. And so yeah, I like Star of the East Flake out of the two of them. They're all great. They're all good. You know, I can smoke them. I smoke them. I've had multiple 8-ounce, 2-ounce tins of Quiet Nights. I enjoy it. I just found I like Star of the East Flake better out of those two. And I love Penzance, but you know, I only smoke it. I try to make a bag last a long time. I can't get them on the regular. I had to kind of go into brick and mortar, and I lucked out. They had a Stonehaven, which I still have a half a bag's worth in the jar. And then I have a bag, and I'm trying to smoke some tobacco I got in jars to make room. I need a jar for the Penzance. I'll just add the Stonehaven to the Stonehaven jar. I have these big mason jars. Anyway, yeah, so that's where I'm at on that. And I've been smoking a lot of them in this last month that I've been smoking this. So I've been using them as a comparison, and I couldn't help but notice, you know, and I have let my Penzance dry out. You know, it kind of comes a little wet. I normally don't like to smoke it out of the tin, but I also usually let it dry out, you know, obviously a little bit. And I would say that they have similar characteristics. Not necessarily taste the same, obviously. They all taste slight variations of each other, but they're all very good, and they're all on that same line. Even though I would say old Ironsides here, like I said, it comes different than the others. The others are wetter. The others, I don't taste any topping. I mean, not to say that there ain't a little something on there, but I don't taste any toppings. This is a great tobacco. You get all the qualities of the Orientals, the tanginess, and I get sweetness from the Virginia. I get the smokiness of the Latakita. It's just a great balance. I can't say enough about it. I love this blend. Give it a try. I was listening to Bradley talk about these things, and I'm hoping to get another 10 without this crap, because I want to have one for my collection, and I don't want it there. And then you know, as far as my smoking tobacco, I don't care. This 10 is fine. I have it. But I got stuck with one of these because I didn't realize they had started doing this. But I guess there's hope. I guess it's just sort of a random thing. So hopefully here in the next month or so, I'll make another order. Try to grab a couple pins of it. It's pricey, but it's good. I would definitely say worth it. Definitely say try it if you haven't. And I'm approaching that 20-minute mark, so I'm just going to log out, get the grill ready, enjoy the rest of my drink. Rock Chalk Jayhawks from Kansas. We all rah-rah. That's good. You guys have a good, safe holiday. Hope you have time to spend time with the family, man. Take care. Bye.